amazing. How about now? Okay. Alright, well. Alright, we're gonna start in a few minutes. We're just waiting for a couple people to get here. We are poor people, Curtis. This music is freaking amazing. You know what I really like out of the whole KFC thing that's happened in the last few years? I love how instead of sticking with an old kernel, trying to keep my hand in the mic. Okay, that's fine. Instead of staying with an old kernel, they just made this piece of shit. It's like, yeah, I fry chicken. I also go to the gym 3 times a day. Why not? Curtis, Titanfall 2 is the single best game Respawn has ever made. But this music is so good. Actually, you know what? We're gonna hold until blank gets in, or Logan, because we gotta play that intro. Curtis, the only music you make love to is Bad Company. We all know that. That is not what I want at all. There we go. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait on Logan, then I'll play, that just amazing intro music, or that amazing intro all over again. James should be in at some point, I think, or he's at least gonna try to watch on his phone. If not, I'll export this to YouTube and he can go watch there. Okay, now I gotta do this manually again. There we go. Well, Curtis, funny you should say that because it came in. So that's Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase, and I already put it in. It works. It runs. So we're gonna be playing that later. Uh, then of course, Night of 100 Frights. I get off at 7 on a Sunday, so I may do an extra stream of that. I don't know yet. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of Scooby Doo. And then, of course, there's all the games I've been downloading to the PC. I have Sniper, Ghost Warrior Contracts, the original Star Wars Battlefront, The Invisible Hours, Star Wars Dark Forces, Crisis 2, the entire Metro series with all the DLC, Subnautica, The Outer Worlds, Portal, then, because I'm a pleb, Minecraft. Shaggy remembers all. Yes, Pep, you did hear Subnautica. Subnautica has a creative mode. And even in creative mode, Subnautica is the scariest thing I can play. Subnautica is so good. Actually, you know what? While we wait on Logan, let's load up. Let's load up what Patreon people are gonna get, and let's see. Let me see if I can get this to grab it. Capture specific window. That's black. Okay. Do I need to remove it and put it back in? Come on now. Come on, I can do this. I can figure this out, I promise you. Come on. Hey Logan, remember when I said we work on a limp and a prayer? Yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, there we go. Okay. I fixed it. I would watch an anime of this. I would legit watch this on an anime. Okay. I don't even watch anime and I would watch this. Alright. New game. Alright, y'all, what's the name gonna be? Pep, if I do this, would you hate me forever? No, it's 2020. It's 2020. A guy can bone the colonel. It's alright. Logan, is that you?
That's me.
Alright. Pep, let me know if you can hear him. Curtis, can you hear him on the Twitch stream? Okay, great. Alright. You know, I'm not gonna lie, KFC has terrible biscuits. Hold up. Safety first. Good morning, class. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up, now. Your first day at culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock up and at 'em, throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. That is a mood, but you don't bone the colonel staying in bed. Pepper, there are many things you're not going to expect me to say. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. I don't know what that is. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously, or you allow yourself to daydream a bit thinking about the future. Shit. I mean, he's a colonel. He probably likes it when people take things seriously. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. That's the way into the colonel's pants. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. That is probably the most appetizing their biscuits have ever looked. But Curtis, yes, their gravy is amazing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, James. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? I'm not a voice actor. I ain't giving these bitches no accents. Actually, I'm, because I sure am, excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? It's because you're a skinny chef. You don't trust skinny chefs. Classic Miriam, raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Well, rip everybody's eardrums. Thank you, Pepper. But with the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, the fuck kind of college is this? I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Haven't we all? Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Alright, Logan, make the call. Hey. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? Man, what kind of basic white bitch are we? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? You know it was me. I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Pep, when did they put you in the game? Can you believe I cut them myself? Yes, I can. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom grade measuring spoon. Oh my god. I don't know if I can deal with this bitch. Out of your hands and onto the ground. Hi. It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. There is no reason for this bitch to be this thick. Those are freaking chicken legs on her thighs. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. Well, that's a new one. You leave James's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. bitch. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Curtis, I have bigger boobs than you. You prepubescent twig. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Curtis, when were you put into the game? Ahem, Van. You rang. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. The pretty ones always are. I can't believe the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. Colonel Sanders and the audacity of this bitch. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Well, the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Yeah, and then you flip them the bird and walk off. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Hey, bitch, don't call me out like that. They got my childhood photos. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I will protect this guy with my life. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm James. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? You bitch. Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? Miriam, no. Put it back in your pants, you stupid hoe. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. The scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of class. Adorable. I've never wanted a corgi so bad in my life. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Wow. Okay. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the room. I think I'm about to bone the colonel already. Nope. I'm chilly. Someone closed the window. And then he walks in. Not gonna lie, that stare is a little unsettling. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. It's, if it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a Lot. Wow, that's original. You dumb bitch. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Now see, Van Van has good insults. You could learn a thing from him, you fat bitch. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class, and what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when James sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Excuse me. You take a moment to clean yourself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Is this like some weird knockoff of Pokemon? Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Student, hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? I mean, he looks like a damn creepazoid with the friggin' weird-ass hands. He looks like he just got done diddling something. Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you, students, that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. We stand Clank in this household. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Creeper. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of it. Fuck this guy! I ain't come in here to get judged, bitch. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Alright, Curtis, make the call. A, B, or C? Curtis, come on now. 3, 2, 1, chicken. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, James, there's still a seat here, says Miriam. It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested, says the colonel. Whoo! It's heating up already. Do I sit by the colonel or by my best friend? James White, make the decision.
Colonel.
Alright. We're gonna get spicy up in here. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can, and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. What kind of guitar-toting hippie is this motherfucker? That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Fuck. Yay, a quiz about me. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree, as chicken is to feather. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, or a spork? It's gotta be the spork. I've never played this game before in my life, but apparently I'm a whiz. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Yes. Bitch! Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches culinary school. He is the best boy. Your total score is 4 out of 5. Only 1 wrong? Not too shabby. You might just do alright, kid. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. We've only been here like 5 minutes, you fat fuck. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicating to cooking would also be serious about eating. Can I enroll here? I'll go. Hey, established 2015. That's when I graduated high school. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. It's the Colonel's dick. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Pepper, you never heard the word wafts? You read books. That's a very common book term. Hey, it's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. A smelly smell. A smelly smell that smells. Smelly. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this. Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. It's the MSG. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. See, that's actually a common misconception. KFC is pressure cooked. Take that, Colonel. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say stop thinking and start eating. For years I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. I'll give you 11 herbs and spices. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Pshaw, nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. You basic bitch. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants them all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the Man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Well, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Is this shit filled with LSD? Along with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. James White, take it away. Pick the option. A, B, or C. I don't. What did I just do? Oh, God. Okay. Whew. I thought I broke it. Again. All right, James White, unresponsive. Pepper, take it away. A, B, or C? All right, we got to give the girl a minute to read. B, savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor. Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Bow chicka bow wow. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Crack cocaine. How bold did you come out and ask? It's an idea for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Tone it down, bitch. But he's got the pimp cane with a chicken on it. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. That is the face of a man that wants to fuck you. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use dirt. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. Cocaine. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Logan, you're up. Go.
Let's do B.
B. Alright. You know, about that, I was thinking about your secret recipe. I don't doubt it has a way of leaving an impression on all who taste it. He's talking about his jizz. You decide to show him that you also know a thing or two about blowing minds with new flavors. I actually had some thoughts on how you could improve it. Improve it? You want to change my secret recipe? And you think you can do better? Have you ever heard of habanero peppers? Kids don't eat habaneros, they will fuck you up. Heard of them? I tend an entire garden of chili pepper varieties. Habanero, poblano, cayenne, but that's not the point. You can't just toss new ingredients into my secret recipe and expect to improve it. A recipe is about balance. It involves careful consideration and refinement. I didn't mean to let this be the last time you improvise on my recipe, James. I'm heading back to class for the next lesson. That certainly didn't go as planned. You'd better head back inside, but you wait a moment so that Colonel Sanders doesn't think you're desperately chasing after him. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, so maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel. Damn, bitch, control yourself. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is? Me and you, if that wasn't clear? Wanna be my partner? Sure, James, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? We are gonna go with Clank, cause that bitch looks like he does drugs. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Poor kid. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. We protect Clank in this household. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzz. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank jitters and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Pepper, you're up. Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Use an octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I mean, there's a clearly canonical answer as far as KFC lore goes, you know. Mashed potatoes it is. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we can make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other, because you should never have one without the other, and that is culinary just suicide. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Did this guy step out of a frickin' Nicholas Sparks novel? Like, is he about to get shot for character development? Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Listen here, you thick bitch. Get the hell out of here. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off of my man. Oh god, I sense a cat fight coming. Did someone call for me? Oh no, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing James's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Yzma. Kronk. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van Van, are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like James was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Haha, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel, deep down, that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley was really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Curtis, make the choice. Colonel or Miriam?
Gotta be the Colonel.
We turn into Miriam. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Here's somebody threatening my friend. I will destroy them. I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving you in the dust. Vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, your loyal friend, but James is my cooking partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the jarring, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. I don't know what it is, but anime food always looks good. Doesn't matter what it is, it looks good. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock, the moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. And that's when he dropped his pants. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right in Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something, do something. Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, James. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I has potato face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gazed upon my specialty braised tentacle of octopus and my silky saltwater sauce. Bladed on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. This guy is overcompensating for something. Music hurts my ears. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bit of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Well, damn. Everyone step back, don't take another bite. When you're back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slipped up in Pop's mouth. Sure. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, and then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Fuck you capitalist bitch. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Like, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in glass today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, James. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. What poetry book is this bastard doing? Alright, Pep, we'll see you back here in a minute. Hey, no, you, shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him, we're talking about me. Me, I'm the hero. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. What the fuck is this thing? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. We will not let harm come to another student except for that ghost kid. Kind of dropped the ball on that. Be afraid, be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. This is fucking Pokemon. What will you do? I'm gonna attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love.
Use flamethrower.
I don't have flamethrower yet. I'm only level 7.
Oh crap. Use ember.
I just got hot gravy spit on me. Alright, we gotta defend now. Trepidation. You decide, can you just stay back and endure whatever comes your way? Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? We gonna kick this bitch's ass. Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. We're going to attack one more. We're going to cook with love. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Colonel Sanders, vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pop pie, power pinch. The fuck? Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. We gonna kill this bitch. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. You ready to your final attack? You'll never survive my... Damn. Student debt loan destruction. Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, James. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. What the fuck is that shit? Okay. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like Clank. This bitch wants to fuck a pressure cooker. Like him? Like. I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Yeah, thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. And that's how she got cocaine. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. Cocaine. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals. And that if I did him a big favor, he could have some of my own. She sucked his dick for cocaine. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with him and brought him home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever, anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. See, that would make drama. But I feel like so with that, it might get her shot. Logan, I need an anime drama answer. Give me one.
Fake ingredient for sure.
Okay. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about it was Eye of Newt? I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. On a horse. What the fuck is this game? James White, give me an answer.
Alright, what'd you say?
Stand back and admire his majestic glory, or do I run to him?
Stand back and admire his majestic glory.
Alright. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Bitch, I lost that ability when I was like 7. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, James just gets really nervous around people they like. Bitch, what the fuck? What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for... Ah, shit, damn it. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its content's a secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. God, you poor kid, you were so dumb. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. What, who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such a language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. You ever notice the Colonel's kind of a dick? Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Yeah, after what, you suck on his balls for a little bit? Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkle regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, James, naturally this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Ooh. All right, Logan, go again. Glass of water, Shimmer and Peppered, or a dog biscuit?
Biscuit.
Okay. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. An example of his own culinary talents, perhaps you reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps up and bites onto your cooking apron. What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Can this be the end? Getting between a dog and his bone probably isn't a great choice. What the fuck? Oh, Pepper, you missed the fight with the spork monster. We'll try again.
Well, I guess I fucked that one up.
Okay, apparently you do die. Oh, you saw me fight the spork monster. Okay, well. If I click this, does that... What does this do? Ah. Okay, come on, bitch, come on. Oh my god.
I was not expecting a game over.
Neither was I. I didn't think you could die. I thought it was just... It got worse and worse. Alright, we make up a fake ingredient. Come on. God, what the fuck happened to this game? Pepper, you didn't know this game existed until I showed you the trailer. Alright. We just gotta get right back to that part. Come on. Alright. Well, Pepper, I'm gonna pick your shimmering self and see what happens there. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. Ghost the student, my friend. Ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is blank. I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Aw, man. You come to and find everyone staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Alright, Pep, am I going to take them on? Am I going to do a competitive cook-off with these two, or am I going to tell them to shut up?
We should do a competitive cook-off.
That's what I'm leaning toward. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, James. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense, she breathed a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I can't do that. I do not have a good voice for that shit. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. What book are you reading from? You poetry-loving doofus. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Do you sit under a tree with a guitar and no shoes and just go, "The oceans make a breeze"? You damn son of a bitch. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. Okay, that was a ripoff from Pokemon. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, if the timer's run down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. It always boils 100 seconds after you turn the heat on. 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's right. What the fuck? What were you thinking, James? Get your head in the game. You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. Okay, 11. Now that you got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude. God, this is actually getting stressful. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Alright, anime rule number 3. Always have a dead parent. Now would be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? A small town where dreams are born. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. What the fuck? Fuck you, dude. Don't make me get the spray bottle. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, James. Is that why you got the pimp cane out? He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a traditional Victorian bathing... What the fuck? You were stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? You ain't had a KFC biscuit, have you, you dumb moron? You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley had already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle. Sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but James does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. What kind of crack am I on? Don't stick your hand in a mixer. If anyone wanted to know what it's like to cook with me, here you go. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Ah, that's too bad, and here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of James's injury. You see, Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. Okay, maybe I'm too poor, but I never understood that part, the whole like drizzling and shit. That just looks stupid. It looks like the dish took a shit. It's like, what the hell? Oh, I cracked an egg and it just took a shit right there and I just drizzled it around. Didn't want to clean it up or nothing. I was going to ask James to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquet atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. I don't know if I'd eat that. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dap of sauce sticks to his mustache. Alright. Logan, am I going to get mad? Or am I going to keep it to myself?
Second one.
Okay. No pepper. That dessert did not look appetizing. Not at all. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off of his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. This is some country yokel at a culinary school with a bunch of fancy rich kids. What the fuck? What the hell? Try again. Fuck.
Wow, I suck at this.
You apparently just will never bone the colonel. Celsius? It's 260 degrees. I'm gonna kill this bitch. That hand is fucked. That looks like it's not even food. Alright. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Yeah, nothing different there. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Damn. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Bobby Flay don't want you. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life. I failed as an obstetrician. The fuck? I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hadn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Gorko the Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin. I am Gorko. I'm here to avenge them. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so... No, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Colonel Sanders smokes. He is already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what James is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight. Since I've got these pointy teeth and claws, all the better for enjoying tasty food. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do. Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this. You toss a biscuit in Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. Man, just kill the bastard. Give him a KFC biscuit? How dare you? Delicious. You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a chihuahua. But I was still a student at the school. Until one day some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spell book. Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, James. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Oh yeah, baby. Fuck this bitch. I would live here. Is that a goatee as a child? Fuck you. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? I mean, we're trying to get laid, so I gotta lay it out on the table. You decided you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. I mean, obviously we're gonna go with that. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders, and it dawns on you. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, that's good. It says, here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Fuck. Poor guy. An adorable little baby crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's a drumstick he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? We're gonna click on the whiskey, and then we're gonna walk in there. Bitch! Power tool, freshly starched collar, piece of wood floating in a lake, summer '69. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's a lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy. Little note, the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheering them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost is swept out with a breeze. Man, we're a dick to this kid. It's like high school all over again. To the boudoir. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. Creepy. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. Excuse me. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. And you try to act casual, until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. I've seen enough 5-minute snippets of Hallmark movies to know that this is immediate get boned. There you go. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, James. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Can I download that as a desktop background? Because I will. Again, fuck this guy. I want to live here. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Pepper, I mean the whole animation. Can I download that whole GIF? Because that would be great. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Beep. In some jurisdictions, beep isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Okay, so we have cocaine and we have moonshine. Alright, we're good. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. What the fuck kind of breakfast is this? I'd eat it, but still, what the fuck? You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. Yeah, to the damn cardiologist to get your pipes flushed. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Peppy or girl, how would we respond to this? Do we take him down or do we flatter him? He just said we're the perfect pair and went my taste buds and your cooking, obviously. Do we take him down a peg or do we flatter him? Come on, you're on Jeopardy. This question's worth $10,000. Come on. Alright, we're gonna flatter him. I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. This bitch fucked the pressure cooker. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, but now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you'd better keep your dials turned up polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? I mean, we fought a spork monster, so who are we to judge? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerves, James, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mix accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? James, how's that hand healing? I'm sure he'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, James, I am more than capable to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, James. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, that's that book. It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire, like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Ooh. We're not gonna do it, we're trying to bone this bitch. It's anime enough as it is, we're not gonna include amnesia. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. it's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Pepper, you're a dog person. Give him old homework, or wait to see what he does. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral. 1 second. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you never to come back here. Terrence, I will destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professorial tone. I apologize for that outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, James, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, you know. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Damn. Shit just got real. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be left alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead, the final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup, and I bet the Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the local location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man, and his evil counterparts, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, James's famous chicken pot pie. Funny enough, my mom actually does make a really good chicken pot pie. I don't like pot pie, but I'm told it's great. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. James, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who was hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna fess up, because I don't want to burn it. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. Pepper, is this guy related to you? That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie. With an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably stop burning any second if you don't pull it out. That's what she said. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Basta Blaster. So many masturbation jokes with so little time. Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Okay. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as was foretold. Well, Terminator's about to kill us. We mustn't let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Ooh. Pep. Spell or do it the hard way. The dyslexic says spell. You take out your own spell book and let your instincts guide you to a page you've never seen before. It's a summoning spell that will conjure up a spork monster. Now seems like a good time to add some chaos to the mix. You have summoned me. The broom cooking arena. So many fond memories of battling in this place in my old life. In your old life, I wasn't always the monster you see before me. No, once I was but a student like yourself who attended this school. Spork Monster notices the book you're holding. I see what's going on here. Things are going your way, huh? Been there, my friend. I tried to cast a spell on myself to imbue my body with the powers of my favorite foods. As you can imagine, things did not go as planned. When spells say only cast in case of emergency, they mean it. I'm kind of in a pinch here. Got any better ideas? The Spork Monster's smile curls up mischievously. For starters, never cast spells on yourself. Cast them on your rivals. Just tell me who is giving you trouble and we'll take very good care of them. You motion to Ashley, and before you can think better of this dastardly decision, you recite a spell that turns her into a chicken. Well. Didn't expect that. I sat there twirling a chocolate-covered espresso bit, and now my hand is covered in chocolate. I'm not sleeping tonight. Now a mere bird, she flaps her wings and glides off into the produce section of the arena, far from her station. Okay, gotta go, bye! Uh-oh, this could be very dangerous. You're immediately racked with guilt over this act of blatant transmogrification. How many points is that in Scrabble? You don't know what to do. It would be poetic justice for Ashley to live out the rest of her days as a chicken, and yet that seems unspeakably cruel. After all, it's just a cooking competition. Let's be the bigger person. Let's save her life. You turn to the next page and cast a reversal spell. Chicken Ashley immediately transforms back into herself. Bark! She's in shock and still exhibiting some chicken-like movements, but otherwise appears to be alright. Is it just me, or does the chicken seem remarkably fresh today? Right then, you realize that Colonel Sanders witnessed your entire sabotage. He is not impressed. Fuck. Fuck. That may have cost us boning the Colonel. Your heart sinks as you think of how much you might have disappointed him and ruined your chances of future together. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. I mean, it's an anime, so obviously we just draw power from deep within. I can do this, I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. We're going Ultra Instinct. My heart is pure and my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, James, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue, bitch. Sorry. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear James, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decided you have earned his support. I've been watching you today. I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. This motherfucker right here. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hee, I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from that bloom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history. But it's not exactly yearbook material. Sick burn from the corgi. Wait a second. Pranks, clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. What the fuck is that shit? That doesn't look edible. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny narutamaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+, rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, James, for helping me to believe in myself. Van Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and an axhoon urchin shell topped with caviar. That looks like it beats the shit out of you and then shits on you. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different color type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Ugh. Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch my tongue. Ugh. I don't normally talk for this long. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this, they keep poking my tongue. Disqualified. I should write a complaint on Twitter for making me play a game where I had to lean into my lisp. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Ven Ven does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour. Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to indulge his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk, get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light rose water syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Bitch, that looks like something you buy at IKEA and hang on the wall. Why, would you eat this? That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed. It's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. No, we're gonna get this to work, right? Okay. I declare this bitch guilty for the amount of audacity in this bitch. It's alright, I'm a cop. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. You got toast in your ears or something, James? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition. At a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. I'll give her that. I'll give her that one. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs, what began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese, has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this, and completely blow me away in my 49 dog years of life. I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass! Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete, everyone has graduated. The students return for one last assignment. To get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog's in the house. My mom would be so disappointed in me if she was awake right now. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. What the fuck is this stripper wearing? And she looks like a thought from Instagram. You look like someone who gets paid to show up at bachelorette parties. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. Why? I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh. Amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name. Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking. And you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop, arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see a perch at the top of his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Nepotism at its finest. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor such and such. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Wow, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to give them just a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of Chicken and Man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. That used to be like a bi-weekly meal when I was a kid. The end? No, it's not the end. Fuck. As everyone feasts on their delicious cooked dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. James, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know, a spicy musk, tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, James. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together. Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other life? Or his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll in pastry school. Oh, my dear James, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. So hold up. Hold the fuck up. Hold the F up. Are you telling me? Are you telling me that I got him to fall in love with me, but I did not earn his respect as a chef? Bitch, you cooked the final with me. Fuck you and that. Alright. Well. That was interesting. And by interesting, I mean, I really think I understand why my sisters thought I was gay for so many years. Because I just sat here and played a game where I tried to fuck the Colonel. Y'all heard that music. Anywho. Enough of that shit. We know what's about to go down now. I don't know if this will make you motion sick, Pep, because I don't think you actually saw this part of the game. But it shouldn't, hopefully. I need to go in and edit this part of the stream. Okay, stream manager, where is that? Yes, I'm online. Create a dashboard, stream manager. Alright, edit stream info. Boom. Pep, I'm probably only going to go for another hour or so. Logan, James, that was I Love You, Colonel Sanders. And that game is fucking weird.
That's pretty odd.
But it's so good.
They put a lot of time into that game.
Yeah.
someone had to have been on drugs.
I mean, drugs, or they just went, hey, I like Colonel Sanders. Because, you know, they came out with that new Colonel who's like 16 and ripped. And so they were just like, yeah, I'll fuck him. So if I already have the monster token, then I need to go activate it. Oh, by the way, this is Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. The entire gang has been kidnapped by the mastermind. So now it's just Scooby and various inventions across the world. We're at Mystic Manor. And you get to find just random weird little things. Like, these are monster tokens. And it's just things like the Creeper, the Robot, Gargoyle, the Scuba Diver, the Phantom, Geronimo, the Green Ghost, the Ghost, the Headless the Headless Spectre. The Mastermind, Redbeard, the Creature from the Lagoon, the Scarecrow, the Creepy Space Kook, the Tar Monster, the Witch Doctor, the Wolfman, the Zombie.
It's a working. It's a working.
I'm gonna see if I can at least get to the first boss.
Right. It's a headless specter. Right. Rummy sacks. Rummy.
Die, bitch. Jesus. That sounds like a monster.
Right. It's a werewolf.
That sounded like a zipper, which was tried to have do to the Colonel.
Right. It's a headless specter. It's Geronimo. Right.
Bitch. Listen here, you damn asshole. Son of a bitch.
Right?
You bitch. Listen here, you son of a bitch.
Right? Rolly. Right? 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 Pass. Out. Right? 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 Rolly. Right? It's a headless specter. No. Right? Yahoo! Right? It's a werewolf. It's a warp gate. Right? It's a headless specter. Oh no! It's a zombie.
What's Don Knotts got to say to me? Hello, Scooby. It looks like you're going around in circles. This door takes you back to the first room in the mansion. I should clean up these webs, but I think I'll just stand around here a while longer. That takes me back to the first room.
Right? It's a headless
Bitch.
specter. Rolly. Oh no! It's a zombie.
Rob Zombie.
Right? Right?
Why did they stop making Scooby-Doo games? Just why? I would spend $60 on a new Scooby-Doo game.
When was the last Scooby-Doo game made?
I think this was the last one.
Scooby! Right! It's the Headless Spectre! Whoopee!
I could have swore they made one for like the PlayStation 2 or something.
This is the PlayStation 2.
Reapers!
Wait, no, they did. They did one that was to go with the game that had Robbie and Mel and people in it. Robbie and Mel was the guy that played Firestorm originally
Rahoo!
on the Flash. And I think they got a game for that. But after that, I don't know what they got. There we go.
Rahoo!
But I got Cyber Chase.
Reaper!
We'll probably start that when I finish this one. And this one is Night of 100 Frights. There's Shaggy. Hey, bitch.
Movie snacks! Robbie! Rahoo! Scooby!
Come on now, you fat fuck.
Rahoo!
There you go.
Chasing off those bats, Scoob. Let's get out of here. I'm with you, pal. But the door's up there. Come on, Scoob. I can toss you up. Movie snacks. Where I roll. Whoa. Whoopee. Whippy. Rahoo. Rahoo.
There we go. Now throw my fat ass back up there.
Where I roam. Hey, don't forget about me, Scoob.
Yeah, you know, just take the levitating platform.
Looks like I'll be cooling my heels around here. See you, pal.
I'd throw a brick or something on there and just get the fuck out of the house, start the van, leave. Everybody else is dead. Just leave them there. That's great. Ah, fuck.
Ruby snacks. Right. Rolly. Rahoo. Rahoo. It's a Rolly. Rahoo.
You bitch.
Rahoo. Whoa. Rahoo. 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 Right. It's the headless specter. Rolly. It's all
Activate that shit. Oh, right. I forgot about this bullshit. Come on. Okay, there we go.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Oh, you do swing off of.
Rahoo. Whippy. Whippy. Rahoo. Rahoo.
Hey, bitch.
Right. Scooby. Whoopee. Rahoo. Scooby.
Ah, damn it.
Whoa. Whoopee. Yahoo. Whoa.
Come on now.
There I roam. Rahoo.
There we go.
Whippy.
No, no, that's not what I want. I want to go down then.
Right. Rolly. Right.
Hey, hey, you son of a bitch.
Right. Creepers. It's the creepers.
Shit.
I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. And get ready for bed.
Alright, James. Good to talk to you, man.
It's doing fine.
Yep.
Alright, talk to you later.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
Roll the gargoyle.
Son of a bitch.
Right, creepers. It's the creepers.
You son of a motherfucker.
Right.
Fuck you.
Right. Right.
I say, you better give me some.
Right. Right.
Fuck this shit.
Right. Right. Roll the gargoyle. Right. Here I roll.
You motherfucker.
Right. Right. Roll the gargoyle. Whoa.
Finally.
Whippy. Right.
Okay. Give me the sandwich.
Rolling. Rolly snacks. Right. Right. Right.
Okay, I can't do that till I get the umbrella.
Rolling. Right.
Nah, shit.
Right. Right. Rolly snacks. Rolly.
There we go.
Rolly snacks. Rolly. Right. Rolly snacks. Rolly.
I like how the witch says, I know he's here somewhere. Like, you creepy little bitch. Ah, damn it.
Right.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Rolly snacks. Oh, warp gate. Creepers! It's the creepers! Right? Rummy. Right? Ruby snacks. Right? It's the headless specter. Right?
Come on. There we go.
Ruby snacks.
Alright, Shaggy, I'll be there in a second. Just keep moving.
It's Geronimo.
Alright, there you go.
Rummy. Away we go!
Alright, Shaggy likes to be picked up by old grandmas. Good to know.
Right? Ruby snacks.
Ah, fuck.
Right?
Here we go, finally, the first boss fight.
Ah, the infamous Scooby-Doo. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Mastermind. I'm the reason you're here.
You are?
I'm the one who made Professor Graham disappear.
You did?
I'm also the one who's brought back all of your old foes.
But why?
That is a mystery you will never solve. And one more thing, I'm the one.
So they can make a
all
video
your
game.
friends.
Relma!
Scooby-Doo!
See if you can get past this fiendish fright. You remember the Black Knight?
Relma! He disappeared!
We'll worry about that later, Scooby. Watch out! It's the Black Knight!
Oh no!
There we go. And 2. Ah, shit. Come on, asshole, get over here. Ah, damn it. Ah, son of a bitch. Ah. Asswipe. Ah, shit. Ah, damn it. Come on, get over here. Get over here, you asswipe. Ah, damn it. Oh. Come on, you son of a bitch. Get over there. Ah! That son of a bitch! Fuck you.
Rolly.
You know what? We're gonna try to get him on this one first.
Right.
There. Come on now, asshole.
Rolly.
Alright. Come on, just need you to get to the last one. Son of a bitch! Hey! Fuck you, asshole. Jesus.
My glasses! Help me look for them, Scooby.
Okay.
Something fishy's going on here, Scooby. We solved the mystery of the Black Knight ages ago. Have you found any clues?
I don't know. There was a spooky groundskeeper.
A spooky groundskeeper?
Yeah, and ghosts and monsters.
Scooby-Doo, you know there's no such thing as monsters and ghosts. Remember the first time we met the Black Knight? We thought he was a monster, but really he was just a guy in a mask. Aha! I found him! Jinkies, the lenses got knocked out.
Here's some lenses, Velma.
Thanks, Scooby. I can't see a thing without these. Jinkies, Scooby, it's the Creeper!
The creeper? Where?
He's everywhere! Run, Scooby!
Velma, wait! I don't see any creeper.
Why, hello there.
Hello?
I'm Professor Alexander Graham. And you found one of my amazing invention crates. Let's see now. What's in this one? Here we go. Well, inside this box, you should either find my automated herring scraper or my anti-stick galoshes. Oh, looks like it's the galoshes. With these, you can walk across any sticky surface and not get stuck. And best of all, they're banana flavored. Oh, banana. My favorite.
These might be useful.
He's a bootlicker.
Rolly. Right! It's the Headless Spectre! It's a what?
That's enough excitement for me tonight. Logan, good talking to you. I'll see you next time we work together, alright, man? And to the stream, y'all have a good night. And we'll be back on Monday.